He doesn't care. Hurricane, he doesn't fucking care.
Well, fine. I mean, first I was
Bitch.
working for a Minish Cap, and now I got this. Ugh.
I just reminded myself, when I called you a bitch, I just reminded myself of... Have you ever played a sequel to a video game that you loved and it just completely destroyed your love? Like, it just completely destroyed everything that made the first game, like, really good? You ever had that experience?
Assassin's Creed 3.
Really? Is that the one that did it to you? For me, that game is Prince of Persia Warrior Within. You ever played the Prince of Persia games?
No.
Yeah, see, Sands of Time was like this really interesting story and really likable protagonist. And like the second game, they basically, I don't know what was going on. I guess the creators were listening to too much fucking Slipknot. And they decided to make like, now the Prince of Persia basically was like, he dresses in black and he's like, and he talks like this now.
Huh.
And it was fucking horrendous. It was like one of the worst. And it's funny, like there's a scene at the beginning, like the Prince of Persia, the Prince character would always like make these witty quips all the time, and he would have back and forth with one of the other protagonists, and it was really funny. And in the sequel to that, the prince is on a ship, and then this like bitch dressed up in like S&M fetish gear starts attacking, and then she slices him in the face with a sword, and then, I'm thinking, oh, the prince, he's gonna come back with some witty quip or something. And then the prince is just like, ugh, you bitch! And never before have I seen a character just completely destroyed with a single line of dialogue so quickly.
Good lord.
Just,
Anger issues much?
You bitch! I love it. I mean, it's awful, and it ruined the fucking character, but it was... Anyway, sorry, we got old men.
Right.
I'll read this one. I heard that you might pay a visit, young man. I am foresigned in all things.
I foresee you coming here. That's why I'm dressed in only my underpants.
You collected all 3 shards and complete the bits of whatever. If you use the key, you can open the room where Darbus and the terrible Patriarchy was... Who knows that powerful Darbus is and his new grotesque form. Whatever
grotesque.
That's
it's grotesque.
But I suppose I should trust your power, considering you came this far. Hurry now, to the Patriots, to whatever that room...
Patriarch's room.
Yes.
Patriarch's room, thank you.
Well, I would have gotten there faster if you didn't divide the key into 3 fucking pieces. So, thank you for that. You really helped me in my quest.
Oh, by the way, you got a purple rupee. Just saying.
Hurry the fuck up. Hurry the fuck up and get to that room. You are the one at fault. You are the reason it took me so long.
You want to be doing this dungeon?
We're actually, we're making pretty good fucking time in this temple. I'm surprised.
Yeah, we are.
It's not a
Tauberpals,
long temple.
I guess it isn't. I guess the water temple is gonna be the one that probably takes up more.
Oh lord, the water temple. That's one of the worst. Majora's Mask had the worst water temple, and I thought, like, Ocarina of Time, like the water temple was like I just couldn't do it.
Yeah,
back then.
The Ocarina of Time water temple. You know what? I never.
Why people always? I don't know. I'm not really with you guys on that because the water temple in Ocarina of Time I didn't think was all that bad.
No, I'm actually with you, Paul. I didn't think it was that bad either. The one in Majora's Mask.
The one in Majora's Mask is just.
Oh yeah, the one with the fucking pipes and shit, like and the different currents and having to go around and like figure out which.
I was playing it on. Thank God I was playing it on the emulator because I can cheat. Because my philosophy. If you can't beat it, cheat it.
There we go. That's the American way, truly.
I guess I'm not very American.
Oh, you are in our book. The book of Xana 360.
Xana 360. We're now one person. Did we?
Well, I'm trying to save time, so.
I saved time.
I want to call you Hurricane Zuzumaki or Xana.
I saved time by combining names.
Yes.
Fuck them placing the. I bet you want to jump to this platform, don't you? Suck it.
Jump into the platform. Jump here.
Yeah, I bet you want to jump over here fast. Well, you can't. Suck it, nerd.
Jump here. Oh my God, he jumped here. Oh, my tail hurts.
Very much. I don't want. Of course, you're fucking coughing. That fucking voice is your goddamn throat.
Yeah.
You sound like Raiden from Metal Gear Rising when he tries to sound serious.
Oh,
I'm going to kill you.
I was going for one of those old women who smokes crack and the guy from Mrs. Doubtfire.
Smokes crack?
Smokes.
I don't know.
I don't know if crack. I think just regular cigarettes can do the job. I don't know if it needs to be crack, although. I almost made like the most horrible fucking joke ever.
Good thing you stopped yourself, otherwise the people in the comments would be like, Xana! Xana!
Hey,
That's
want me-
offensive!
Want me to tell you what it was? Because it's so fucking horrible, it's funny. I'm saying, you're black, you should know about crack.
What?
That was the most fucking horrible
We
joke.
can't be friends!
I'm just amused at how horrible that was.
Oh my
You ever come up with something so fucking horrible and you're just like, oh man, this was fucking terrible.
All the time.
Yes.
I gotta shoot those one by one.
Yes.
I wish I was using the Gale Boomerang. Oh look, Link's an
Climb
assassin.
up there, damn it! I'm pushing up.
Oh wow, he can actually climb on.
I see the Tauberpals. Your fun is returned. The fun is back.
Link would make a pretty good assassin.
You think so?
He'd be like assassinating people. He'd be like, "Oh, I'm sorry for what I did to you. Silentness and whatever. Whatever. I'm not with Nintendo. I'm working for Ubisoft.
Silentness and whatever. That's.
I wish I'd never done what I had to do. Requiescat in pace.
Yes.
What?
Ezio is Requiescat in pace is I think it's Italian for rest in. Not Italian. It's I don't remember what it is. Oh yeah, it is Italian for rest in peace, basically.
Oh.
When Ezio Auditore kills a guy, he's like Requiescat in pace.
Requiescat in pace.
But yes.
It is unfortunate that you have to kill me with your fire breath.
I did
But
like
now
it.
I'm going to slice you with my sword.
What are your thoughts? I guess what are your thoughts on Assassin's Creed? Out of curiosity, because I know your girlfriend loves the game, but
Yeah, I was never into the series until she was telling me all the stories about it with characters like Connor and whatever, and I was in Canada, right? And my cousin had Assassin's Creed. So I decided to play it and give it a shot.
Yeah.
And the whole thing was in French, so I was kind of killing citizens because I didn't know what I was doing.
is it French?
Yeah, the whole thing was in French.
Okay.
So like,
It's Canada. What do you
a
expect?
part of me sort of kind of got into it. So I was playing Assassin's Creed in Kelly's house, Trainer Kelly.
Yeah. That's your girlfriend's YouTube name, right?
Yeah.
Okay. Okay.
So like I was playing the game and I was kind of enjoying it. With the whole Christian Jerusalem Muslim thing or whatever. I didn't even know the story because I was busy, killing citizens or whatever.
Yes.
So, as soon as I get further into the game, I was hooked.
Okay.
And then I played Assassin's Creed 2, the Ezio character.
Yeah.
Like
Ezio's fantastic. He's glorious. He's like wonderfully fleshed out. It's really nice. It's like the franchise kind of died with him because I mean, for me, the only thing that was making me come back was like Ezio's character, but then like the game really the Assassin's Creed games, they don't really change up the formula too much. It's pretty much the mechanics are almost exactly the same except they add like two things. Like, look, you got a hook blade now that you can climb slightly higher. We're gonna build an entire $50 game around that.
So I decided to dig into Wikipedia to find out who like this Ezio character really was, and his voice actor is a guy who I hate from this stupid franchise thing, whatever. But
What franchise?
oh,
Is it like a cartoon or something, or
it's Sonic the Hedgehog.
Sonic the?
Yeah, I can't stand that series. But anyway,
You mean like the you mean like the early 2D stuff, or like 3D Sonic, or
well,
or like what just
back then I used to love that. I used to like Sonic.
Okay.
But now, with its fan base and the comics and the games, it just I can't stand it. Like I hate its guts. That series just makes me want to throw up.
Really? You didn't like the. I guess I'll let you and Paul go at it about the comics if you want to.
Wait, he hates Sonic too?
No, I love the comics. I mean, I don't care much for the games or any of the other stuff, but I like the comics.
Yeah. So.
Yeah, I will say this though. Have you played Sonic Generations yet?
Oh god. I have
not.
It's actually pretty
I've been avoiding that game until a friend of mine actually got me the game because back in high school I was dominating in Sonic Rush and you wanted to see how well I do in that game and I was doing pretty well.
Yeah.
I had to set the game to Japanese because God knows I can't stand the English voice acting.
Yeah, I think the rest of the world agrees with you.
Yeah.
Except for the delusional Sonic fans, I suppose, who think Sonic Team can do no wrong.
Oh God.
Yeah, Coolio, radical, 90s catchphrases.
Hey, what's happening, broski hoski? I'm just gonna talk like this because I'm Sonic the Hedgehog. Yo,
Yo,
what's going on,
man,
everybody?
Knuckles, son. Motherfucking Knuckles up in this bitch with his goddamn rap.
So,
I will say
to put the story short, the fan base, Blackbuster critics, Sonic Brain Fart, long time ago, long story. I hate the cartoons and fan base, and God, I'm gonna keep my mouth shut about this because I hate it.
You're
moving on.
Like I said, it's cool to rant here. We're good with that.
Yeah.
And dude, I totally agree with you. Like when it comes to 3D Sonic, I've always felt like the transition to 3D was pretty awkward. But I will say this: Sonic Generations is probably the best 3D Sonic game that's ever been made. I did play it recently out of curiosity, and it's pretty cool.
The problem with the game is that the problem is that the classic Sonic has been overshadowed by modern Sonic. First of all, second of all, like he hasn't got a fair chance.
Okay.
Metal Sonic was his only rival, and they actually forgot that Knuckles was his rival. Sonic 3 much?
Well, what about Eggman?
Eggman, his voice, he's voiced by.
Yes.
Yeah, the same character. I mean, they couldn't get the guy from Sonic OVA to voice, Eggman or Robotnik or Dr. Robotnik or whatever. What else? There's no DLC. They have 5 modern stages. More modern battles, rival battles. It's like classic Sonic can't talk. That's another thing that bothers me. They could have gotten Jaleel White to voice the guy, but no, they just
I think people were, I don't know, I guess they wanted to capture the nostalgia of Sonic before he actually fucking opened his fat fucking mouth.
Oh my God! If you watch
pissed off a generation.
Trust me, if you watch the cartoons, the Sonic cartoons, you're gonna. His voice is pretty good. He's voiced by Julia White, the Urkel dude.
Right, Urkel.
Did I do that?
I don't know. Actually, I did.
You did.
I watched it. I watched some clips of the cartoon, but I don't know. I don't know about you. I'm not saying like the Sonic voice from the video games is good by any stretch of the imagination.
Oh, trust me, the lines are corny. Got it juice and cut it loose. Like, come on.
But yeah, I don't know. Like I don't know. I didn't really care for Jaleel White's version either. I found his voice pretty obnoxious too. But that's just me.
Hey!
Yeah. But
I guess he doesn't. I guess he doesn't talk constantly in 90s catchphrases. Well, I guess never mind. He does. Fuck. Sonic has always sucked as a character. What am I saying?
Yes, he does. His games, his fan games, and that
that
horrible Sonic fan film. Good lord. But moving on.
Oh, there's like this fan-made Sonic film, and it's really just
terrible.
Weird. Yeah, they did like a CGI 3D Sonic, but it's
with
really
fur.
It's like kind of low budget.
F-U-R fur. Like, why would you add fur to him? He had no fur in any of his games. Why would you do that?
Well, it's weird because like he's just sort of a weird cartoon with spikes. I mean, it's implied that he has fur, but you don't like show. He doesn't have like a realistic fur texture, so like the weird spikes on his head kind of makes sense. Well, it doesn't make sense, but sometimes too much detail can fuck something up, and that's a good example of kind of how it just created this weird uncanny valley Sonic that's like, what the it's creepy.
Yeah.
It's really creepy looking.
Also, just to put it out there, I made a Flash series called Sonic GX, and like I canceled the series for
Okay. Was that like back on Newgrounds.com or what?
Yeah. Well, I call it Trollgrounds.com, but like the series was getting like I don't mind the series getting too popular, but the problem is that people kept requesting me and just overshadowing my other content and just my.
Did you have like a little fan base over on Newgrounds basically?
No, actually there was a Sonic GX group. And
okay.
Yeah, so I just kind of had to just, put it to rest.
Okay.
Until J Fox Fire kind of was, stubbornly wanted to take over, but I was like, nah, let's just leave it. Let's just let it die.
That a friend of yours too?
Yep.
My
She
leg
actually
is
made.
on fire.
Oh shit.
Ah! My leg's on fire! Ah!
No, Link's not screaming. He seems pretty okay with it.
That better?
No, that.
Listen to your fucking hentai, dude.
No,
Keep that,
thanks.
keep that shit.
I'm good with that.
That might be okay for a podcast, but not a Let's Play, goddammit.
No thanks. But yeah, Blink was actually like, that's like he probably was screaming like a girl, like, ah, my legs
Nah,
on fire.
he's okay with it. He just seems rather relaxed about.
Mellow.
Yeah.
He's like, oh look, my leg's on fire.
Well, you know what? Legs on fire, but hey, it could be worse. I could be working on a fucking ranch as a slave, and
Yeah, or I could be in love with Elia, who has a horse fetish for some reason.
Yes.
And you
Yes.
kiss her and you get worms.
She loves the horse more than you. I would agree. I think we can all agree that.
Oh darn! You're breaking up with me for a horse? That's terrible. I mean, if this is what you want, oh well. I guess I'll just let you fall in love with Epona.
Yeah, I love how well she can.
Yeah.
You can go fuck a horse, which is something I'd probably tell to a person as an insult, but I guess for her that would be a good thing.
Yeah.
Now, why don't you go fuck a horse? Oh, okay, sure.
And then Link's like, I've got somebody else in mind.